Thank you very much, and good evening to everyone. Masal Jir. Thank you for being here. We've gathered this evening to recognize the achievements and the trajectory of an incredible woman. Thank you. And through this woman, to put the spotlight on human rights, which are the rights of men and women alike. I'm very happy and very honored to be able to hand her this decoration on behalf of His Majesty the King during my first official visit to Egypt. Najat Abdul Komsan is a lawyer. She's an advocate for women's rights, but she's also a television star and a YouTube influencer. As a young, newly graduate lawyer, she decided to devote herself to the fight of women's rights. Maybe the younger generations do not realize that not so long ago, nobody was talking about gender equality here in Egypt, as well as in many other countries around the world. It took courage, and it took vision to put oneself in the front line of this struggle, and you did it, and we thank you for that. As a founder of the Egyptian Center for Women's Rights, she made an important contribution to supporting and defending women's political rights and delivering legal aid to women. She then started her career as advisor of several organizations and governments. Dr. Abul Komsan television program is watched today daily by more than 10 million people. Through her show, she fights slowly but steadily for equality for women and a bigger and more active role for them in the Egyptian society. Some of the issues raised by Dr. Abul Komsan include difficult subjects such as gender balanced education for boys and girls, the eradication of violence against women, the need to act against sexual harassment, or the fight against genital mutilation or early marriage, to name a few. I would like to highlight her efforts to change the penal code to protect victims of rape and to equate the rights of men and women as regards inheritance. She has dared to denounce cases that have shaken the country and counseled promoters of new digital platforms to help women, such as #AssaultPolice. Besides, she has promoted the drafting of new laws to implement real changes for women. Such an example of feminism deserves this decoration. On behalf of the Spanish cooperation, I want to thank you for having supported our work. You are well aware of Spain's deep commitments to women's and girls' rights. The government of Spain has put gender equality at the core of its agenda. We are certain that the future cannot be built by leaving half of the population by the side. This is why we also have decided to have a feminist foreign policy, one that would advance equality between women and men across the board. Gender equality is one of the fundamental pillars of our cooperation with Egypt. We support the government's efforts to eliminate all forms of discrimination and violence against women, as it is reflected in the National Strategy for the Empowerment of the Egyptian Women 2030. Women's empowerment and rights is clearly a shared interest of both countries, and because of that, we partner with Egyptian institutions, particularly with the National Council for Women, to take this ambitious agenda forward. Thank you very much for that. However, as governments, we cannot work without civil society. We would not be here today without all these brave men and women who have fought for women's rights and equality, and against all odds have succeeded in building a better world. They've opened new paths and opportunities for women. They have shown us the way to achieve a fairer, equal world for women and men, for boys and girls. And for that we have to thank you. Thank you very much, my sister. Thank you, and please give her a big applause because she deserves it.
Felipe VI, rey de España, gran maestre de la Orden del Mérito Civil, y en su nombre, la ministra de Asuntos Exteriores, Unión Europea y Cooperación, gran canciller de la Orden, en atención a los méritos y circunstancias que concurren en la señora Nihat Abul Fomsan, ha tenido a bien otorgarle la Cruz de Oficial de la Orden del Mérito Civil. Por tanto, se le conceden los honores, distinciones y uso de las insignias que le corresponden a tenor de los estatutos. Dado en Madrid, a 19 de junio de 2020, firmado Felipe Rey.
السادس ملك اسبانيا الرئيس الاعلى المسؤول عن منح وسام الاستحقاق المدني وباسمه وزيرة الخارجية والاتحاد الاوروبي والتعاون تأمين السر الخاص بالأنظمة نظرا لاستحقاقها وللشروط التي تتوافر في السيدة نهاد أبو القمصان يتم منحها وسام الاستحقاق المدني فئة كروس اوفيسيال وعليه يتم منحها التكريم والامتياز واستخدام الوسام الذي تستحقه وفقا للوائح. تم في مدريد في 19 يونيو 2020 توقيع فليب الملك. Your Excellency, Minister, and Your Excellency, Ambassador. مساء الخير، مساء الخير دكتور مايا، مساء الخير أصدقائي. أظن عيب أوي المحامين يعيطوا صح؟ يعني 27 سنة في المحكمة، بس الحقيقة يعني وجودي دلوقتي مع التكريم مع وجود حضراتكم يعني مش قادرة أعبر لكم على مشاعري. I said it's a shame of lawyers crying. So I've been 27 years in court, so I cannot cry now. But my feeling is so much, and I'm really honored. It's an honor and pleasure. It's not only for me, it's for me and for the team work with me. Since it's a moment, Cooperation Espaniola told us about this award and this honor. All my team feel overwhelmed and so happy because when we work for a long time, we feel there is achievement, but we know the effort behind this achievement. But when we feel this achievement and effort as well recognized from not only Egypt, but from the international organization, from the world, it's really big. And I wouldn't be here without all my friends here. Actually, we as National Council for Women, as civil society, as professors, as friends, all who I see today supported our work. And this honor for all of us, because we, without networking, without supporting each other in level of exchange information, experience, support, we wouldn't able to achieve a lot. And actually, we achieved a lot in Egypt, especially this time in a level of women empowerment. We need to work hard. This is not enough, but at least we achieved a lot of things we dreamed of. Also, I wouldn't be here without my husband. I grown up in a very open-minded family who supported women empowerment and education, but with surrounding in the society. All the time they consider the priority or the first rule of women should be households. And if she thinks to work is something additional, but she has to focus on this. When I met my husband in law school, actually in court, he was arrested by his active activity in the law school. So we met in the court. Was the first man not give us slogans, but he said, I want you to work. Because in these circumstances, if I don't have a strong woman in my life, I cannot continue. So I found someone who believe, not give such nice words, but believe of these words. And usually we support our kids, but I'm lucky enough to have my kids supporting me. My elder son, Iyad, he was 7 years old, and I was in a debate in the TV about women's rights. This is, I don't want to tell you when, because I'm old now. He was 7 years, and just arrived to the home. He said, Mama, you are like a tiger. So I felt it's important. It's important to fight for his future, for his sister's future, to believe in equality, believe in justice, believe in rights of people in general. For this generation, I'm here. And because of you, I'm here, and I'm really appreciate this honor. It's a new beginning. Thank you so much. Thank you for all of you, and thank you for the Spanish Corporation who nominated, and without our cooperation, and they are a really good friends. We all the time talk, we all the time exchange experience and knowledge, which is, it's a really wealthy relation. And we wouldn't reach this moment without all this friendship and support and hard work we all share together. Thank you so much.
This ends the official part of the ceremony. Please enjoy the reception.